Salute to the chat, man. Don't touch that dial, man. It's ice, so you know who said it. You already know the vibes, man. We in here late night doing what we do on that Madden, baby. Yes, sir. Hey, chat. Yo, y'all give me like a few minutes, man. I'll be right back. Like literally, I'll be right back. up in this bitch, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We ain't gonna, goddamn, we ain't going straight into it, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's ice, so you know who said it. Let's get it. Welcome to the lounge. Let's get it. Here we go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Get it. Here we go. First game, man. First game of the night.
Ready. Hunt.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third.
God damn, man.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Carr to throw. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara shedding the tackle. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
What down?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Ready.
We're scoreless after 1.
Yes, sir.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Hut, hut.
Young working out of the gun.
Oh, shit.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ready?
Young will set to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Carr. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Carr now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
You should, though.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Down.
To throw, Young. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Got it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
They'll throw again. Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And it's he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Carr to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now the point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara up the middle. Oh, good move. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Real estate's been pretty hard to navigate up the middle, hasn't it? Been real tough for them to run the football.
Another example there, but when they try to bounce it outside, the numbers have been to the advantage defensively there, too.
Yeah, once they took care of the middle, that allowed those linebackers and secondary guys to run to the ball on the perimeter.
To throw, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Caught by Wilson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
Young now. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Come on, set.
Now Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. The Sanders has got it complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Down. Cut, cut.
Now here's Young. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wide.
Sir. Let me know when you're ready.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd and 3.
Set. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Again, it's Young. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here is Young. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Panthers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
You good? You good? Oh yeah, it's about to it's about to go out anyway, yeah.
This is 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Brown in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage in the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Young here to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Good right there, too, guy.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Here we go.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Yeah, man, subscribe to the channel, man. Ice Up 84 Gaming Live. We live on YouTube right now. Yeah, man, subscribe up, man.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing his car. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. He's got it complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing not done. Groupie able to add the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
This is crazy.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand.
Wow. 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 That's some bullshit, man. Y'all know I had that game, man. That game was in the bag, man. Wow. They try to blame it on my connection. Oh my God, dude. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Wow. That's some bullshit right there, y'all. There was no way I was supposed to lost that game. I won it single-handed. Did my thing. Did my motherfucking thing. I don't know why my internet was fucking up, man. Or connection. Whatever the fuck they want to call it. Like, that was crazy, bro. I won that game. I won that game, man. That's fucked up, man. Madden did me dirty. My connection did me dirty. One of the two. But I seen Madden hanging in there as long as it could. It was trying. It was trying, man. Damn. That's some bullshit. That was my game. I won that game, y'all, but my connection just went out. Hold on, man. Matter of fact, oh my God. Fuck it. I won that game, y'all. My connection just went out. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. Like, it seemed like he's about to do the same shit this time, too.
Once called Carolina Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
This is crazy.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off and running from Charlotte. From his own end zone, here we go. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they've got this one in close to begin the series. He's out of bounds down inside the 35-yard line.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about. Silence. Out early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. One in behind center with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Motioning one of the tight ends. First down, and they go right back to it. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Williams on the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And now they're going to face third down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. First down, here's Swift. And he drives this forward to the 6. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Going to run again with Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams.
Wow.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Valus Jones now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Straight to the air here. It's Young. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
That's exactly what you want to see from your defense. First time they take the field, already have a lead, but they don't rest on their laurels. Instead, they just keep on attacking. They're keeping the pedal down to hammer home that advantage.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They are looking at fourth down, however. They're going for it. Young. He's on the move. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Edwards. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
A tight end in motion now. Here's Swift to start the drive. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Off the play fake, Williams. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a give to Swift. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's go. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying grounded with Swift.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears grow their lead just before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. Returns looking good so far. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Young on 1st and 10. Connects with Hubbard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers could make it a 1-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Let's go now.
Williams to throw on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Shaq Thompson. And the Panthers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off. Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Pass complete to Hubbard. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Staring at 4th down now, the Panthers electing to go with Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal try. From the left hash, this is from 47. Maher connects there. And that gets them back within 5.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Returning it from the 4. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here we go. Set. Check. Cut.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here.
Set.
Young working from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Working inside the red zone. Hubbard hauls it in. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Come on. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Young. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Okay,
And the
ready?
Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's throwing for it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. Ooh, baby, they were one kick away from a tie game, but instead, Brock, they played for 2 in the lead, and this time it does not work out.
I can read you like a book now, partner. You didn't like that decision, did you?
No, sir, I did not. What are they doing?
Well, they're just being too over-aggressive. That's what they're doing. Or they had a 2-point play that they loved and trusted. But now, instead of being tied, they find themselves still trailing in this game.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run now with Swift. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
18 Tiger, 18 Tiger. Cowboy 80.
1st down, Williams. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away the next time, or he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Williams from the gun. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
1st down throw by Williams. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Williams will look to throw. Completed here to Komet. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They run with Swift. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket. They're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st and goal, Swift has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for 2.
Let's go.
To throw is Williams. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Finds Sanders. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Ready?
From the 31. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trailing by 5. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Set.
Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers jump in front late. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Getting out to his left. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's got to be one of the shortest completions I've ever seen on a curl and go. That route's like a fine wine, Kate. It gets better the longer it matures. But that court came out a little early that time, and it was only a small gain.
Let's go now.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Let's go.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go. Check White.
Counterplay, Hubbard. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Yellow, Lonnie. Hut.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. So the Panthers pick up the win here. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.
Let's get it. Yes, sir. We back, y'all. Late night edition. Late night edition. Let's get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers.
Let's go.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Charlotte. Raheem Blackshear on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back. This out past the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Slot man in motion left.
Cut, cut.
Throwing on second down, Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is third and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. He works free. Right side. dive into the end zone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A second down throw for Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's second down. To the air again. Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have third down coming up. In motion, the tight end, Uzomah. We'll try to run here with Barkley. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted.
Start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go.
Okay, break.
1st and 10.
Let's go. Set, go.
From the gun, it's Young. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
This pass complete to Tompkins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Set, cut. Cut, cut.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
To throw, Young. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Come on, man. Don't do this shit.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
What is going on?
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll go. Young. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try to run for it. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble. A 1st down throw for Hurts. Off balance throw. It's complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
In motion, the tight end Uzomah. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. That one intercepted. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Come on, set.
Young to throw on 1st down. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
To throw is Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Ready.
They motion the slot man left.
Set.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a 1st down.
Down.
Throwing is Young. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the 3rd quarter begins. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Hurts will try it again. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. On third down, here's Hurts. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Tremble comes in motion.
Ready.
On first down is Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. The motion man is Sanders. On second down, Young. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dang.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. Now he'll run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7.
All right, let's go, man. Let's tie it up.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, go Steve.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Let's go now. Set, go.
Here's Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he's going to have a Panther. He'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.